Well, I'm out here walking around in the rain, and looks like we're delayed, and not just for a day or two. The weather forecast is showing a steady rain for the next couple of days, and then thunderstorms, potential for thunderstorms after that. So it looks like we're about 10 days out from making hay, but nonetheless, I thought I might walk around and talk about a few things we got going on and let you see the hay. I actually mowed a path down through this orchard here. I'll be using my sickle mower to kind of glean some hay out of this area. Kicker wagon. You can see things are growing really good. If we have some orchard grass and fescue growing in here along with our timothy. The timothy heads haven't started showing yet. I'm just kind of looking, see if I see one, but I don't see any. But in any event, this field is we're just gonna have a real heavy crop of hay. Let me move to another field. So this is another one of our fields that it's kind of in a low spot I've had on some of my other videos, and ideally I wanted to cut with the orchard grass when it came in, but the rain's not allowing that to happen. So typically what we do here is we try to raise timothy, and as our fields age, obviously we get the native orchard grass and fescue starts growing in, and that's okay. It's good hay. Some people just prefer timothy. It's kind of our calling card up here, but anyway, what we've done historically what we've done is we plant timothy and we overseed with timothy. We cut to the maturity of timothy. Timothy and orchard grass come in at different times, so sometimes people have a timothy orchard grass mix, and that's all fine, but one is going to either get cut early or the other one's going to get cut late, depending on when you start mowing. So it's very difficult to get like orchard grass, fescue, and timothy to all mature at the same time. Fescue and orchard grass maturing at the same time is not a problem, and really and it's something we're thinking about, is just moving to a clean mixed grass hay. So if we're able to cut early with the orchard grass, okay. If not, we go with the timothy, and then when we replant a field or start over from scratch, then we use timothy, and that's all we overseed with is timothy. Let me move to another field. The hay on this field is just beautiful. In my opinion, this is as good as it gets for quality hay. It's still looking good, and we'd like to get this stuff off before it gets overripe. That kind of has a negative effect on our tests on one hand, but on the other hand, people with special needs horses, insulin resistant, Cushing's, laminitis, if I can never pronounce that, but they want some hay that's not quite so strong, and in many ways that's our clientele. So if it goes just a little bit past prime, it lowers the sugar and some of the other things that those type horse owners need for their horses. So it's still very good hay. Our the longer it goes, the more hay we have to sell. A lot of guys are very tempted to let it go, and I even saw a Craigslist ad one time about how great their hay was, and they talked about, you know, the seed. It had gone to seed, which is, you know, we don't ever want that. All right, let me move to another spot. You can kind of see right in here on this trail towards our barn where we've kind of trampled it down with the tractor, but you know, you can kind of see that the hay is really tall, and you know, it's ready to cut. But again, it doesn't look like it right now, but there's an enormous amount of timothy in this field. The seed heads just have not emerged yet. So hopefully you'll see that in future videos. One of the challenges with making hay after you've had substantial rain is, you know, it can dry off, but it'll take a few days for the ground to dry out. As you can see right here, there's just water collecting almost like a little stream down this path. So the water evaporates, and then it evaporates into the hay, and it makes it that much harder to dry. For the most part, I'm very happy with my hay and how it's turning out, and our fertilizer program really clicked. Walk over to this side. One thing I don't care about that we're seeing growing into our hay is you see a pink looking fuzz out there, and there's a grass called velvet grass, and it's growing in to this field right here, and there's not much I can do about it other than hit the whole field with Roundup. And but it's funny, it's not hitting just this farm. Up and down the road, there's a lot of farms where I'm seeing it, and so another thing we've had a little bit this year is sweet vernal grass, and haven't seen that for a number of years. And it may be that we just need to put some lime down. I need to take a soil test and see what it looks like going into the fall. But it's funny, you know, some of these grasses you'll see 1 year, and then you won't see them for another 2 or 3 years. But what grows in your field in many ways tells you what kind of shape your field is. What kind of shape. It tells you what kind of shape your field is in. And I'm pretty sure this field is in need of lime. So just a few other little tidbits if you've made it to the end of this video. Again, we've got a kicker wagon that I'm working on. I'm hoping to have it done. And we also got another piece of the hay equipment coming. And I won't tell you what that is right now. Like I say, if you've made it to the end of this video, stay tuned, because you'll be seeing it hopefully in some of our haying videos here shortly, and then I'll do a reveal on it and talk about it a little bit. Other videos I'll be doing over the next few months. I'd like to do a walk around and just talk about my Krone mower conditioner and my John Deere baler with the pan kicker on it, and kind of give you an overview on that. So right now we're kind of at a standstill, and it's raining. It's not like thunderstorms coming down. I was fearful that we might get some lodging, which is not good. But right now it's just a nice soaking rain. The timing of it's kind of getting in the way of me cutting the hay a little earlier than I would otherwise like. But so I appreciate you watching our videos. Feel free to comment, hit the like button. Appreciate it if you subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.